How are you guys? ¿Cómo están, chicos? Buenas tardes. Chicos, ¿me pueden escuchar? Es que siento que estoy hablando solo.
Sí, sí, señor.
Es que me dejan hablando solo. Ok, mucha gente llega tarde a la clase. Ok, voy a pegar la asistencia, the attendance list today. So, you go to the chat box, asistencia, attendance. Ok, you go to the chat box, don't forget to put your name, el NRC y el ID, ok. Coloquen el NRC siempre porque hay casos donde a ustedes no les suben las notas y es porque ustedes no ponen el NRC. Entonces, por favor, varias personas siempre ponen solamente ese nombre y no colocan el NRC y pues son, no sé, como 50 NRCs tal vez. Entonces, por favor. Ujú. How are you guys? What did you do today? Tell me about your routine today. Meanwhile, we're going to wait more people. Chicos, Miss Karen, how are you today? What did you do today? Karen Daniela.
Hello, teacher. Fine, thank you. And you?
No, no, no. What did you do today? ¿Qué hiciste hoy? Describe your routine today. Que si me puedes describir tu rutina de hoy, ¿ok?
My house and student. Yeah, my house and student.
¿Tu casa y eres un estudiante?
No, estuve en mi casa y estudié y ya.
Ah, ok. I am at home and I was studying and that's it. That's it. This is the proper way to say that. I'm at home and I was studying and that's it. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. What about you, Darian Valentina? Can you say something about what did you do today? People, you need to participate because if you don't participate, you don't have grade with me. Okay?
Um, I got up to take class and now
Ahora en español.
Me levanto a tomar clases y ya.
Ok. O sea, ustedes toman las clases así como por tomarlas y ya. ¿O les gusta lo que estudian? Karen, Daniela, Valentina. O solo se conectan a las clases y se ponen a hacer otras cosas.
No, pues me gusta lo que estudio, solo que pues es lo único que he hecho hasta ahora. Hoy.
Ok. So you don't take a shower? ¿No te bañaste tampoco? ¿No te bañaste los dientes? ¿No desayunaste? ¿No comiste nada? O sea, solo estudiar.
No, todavía no.
Wow. That's crazy. You're a lazy girl. Lazy. Okay. Don't worry. I'm going to share the screen now because I think that people are not going to come today. More people, I think, were enough. So today we're going to see. ¿Quieren que les diga en español o me están entendiendo en inglés que les estoy diciendo? Sí, profe, no, profe.
En español, profe, por favor. Teacher.
Ok. Para que la clase sea más didáctica necesito más participación porque si no, pues eh, no va a haber como una clase de por sí, sino un monólogo de mí hablando todo el tiempo. Entonces, pues les pido más participación, por favor. Eh, en este momento tenemos una persona que está observando la clase. Queremos que ustedes tengan más participación para poder tener pues una mejoría en la clase. De este modo podemos hacer que la clase sea más fructífera y pues aprender todos, ¿vale?
Okay, teacher.
Ok, teacher.
Yo sé que a ustedes no les gusta participar mucho, pero bueno, van a tratar de hacerlo hoy. Les voy a pedir el favor. Um, Teacher, about what is this class? Okay. What is this class about? Okay. Esta clase se llama Films Club. Films Club, le voy a decir en español y luego lo voy a decir en inglés. Films Club is a class that is based on the movies aspects, such as the music, such as the background, such as the film process. Es una clase que se trata acerca de la creación de los films, de las películas, lo que hay detrás, el proceso de escritura, el proceso creativo, el proceso visual, audiovisual como tal, y los procesos de comunicación que se utilizan a través de lo que llamamos películas. Entonces acá cada clase, cada semana se ven diferentes aspectos. Hay clases que se observa los roles de los protagonistas, los roles de los antagonistas, la conexión con la música. Esta semana lo que vamos a trabajar, lo que se va a trabajar en este momento, va a ser qué hay detrás de una película. Es decir, cómo se obtiene, digamos, el proceso, ¿ok? Para poder tener una película que hay detrás o cuáles son, digamos, algunos aspectos que se tienen en cuenta, ¿vale? Respondí la pregunta, Julián.
Okay, teacher.
¿Sí? ¿Sí quedó claro?
Yes, teacher, yes. Of course.
Ok, man. Okay. So I'm going to search the video that I want you to do. Yes, it's here. So, les voy a compartir pantalla y ustedes me dicen si pueden ver.
Making movies and shows.
Le voy a poner subtítulos, ¿vale? Para que ustedes entiendan mejor.
Is more complicated than you may think. Long before the cameras start rolling, there's a considerable amount of prep work that goes into finding the correct landscape, actors, scriptwriters, directors, makeup artists, computer graphic artists, camera crews, and the list goes on. In this video, we'll go over a general overview of how today's movies and high-end television shows are made and some changes the industry is making in a post-coronavirus world to take advantage of today's best technologies. Welcome to Movie University. On this channel, we explore various aspects of the movie entertainment industry. If you like what you see, consider hitting that subscribe button and purchasing Movie University merchandise or donating on Patreon to support the channel. Making movies is something that's been around since the turn of the 20th century. While the end result of entertaining audiences has always stayed the same, the methods of how things are done before, during, and after may surprise you. Let's take a look at how movies and television shows are made. It all starts with an idea. About half the time, someone will pitch an idea about a movie to a movie studio. Other times, someone from within the studio will come up with an idea and shop it around inside the company and seek approval. Studio executives and bigwigs will weigh the arguments of the movie. Some of the things they'll consider are cost of making the movie or show, audience size for who wants to see such a product, potential earnings at the box office and rentals, chances of it becoming a breakout, interested parties in favor of financially supporting a project, and the reputation it will give the studio. After a while deciding whether a project should or should not be greenlit, scripts are written. This can take anywhere from a couple of months to a couple of years. During either the proposal process or script writing, creative differences can pop up, causing staff members to leave the project. Sometimes these resolve themselves in the form of another but similar movie being made and being released around the same time from a different studio. Once the script is finalized, pre-production ramps up in earnest. Filming locations are scouted, camera crews are brought in, makeup artists booked, secondary directors hired, lighting crews found, costume department and computer graphics specialists are all hired to make the movie. While traditional film location scouting still occurs, a great deal of technology has helped step in to allow directors to see what locations or virtual sets will look like. Today, locations can be scanned into a 3D environment by a small local team. The data can be sent wherever a director and his staff are, allowing them to recreate the location in the virtual world. This allows them to have an idea of what challenges they will encounter if they choose to use this location. Some things to consider are what equipment to bring, how to work out logistics of bringing their equipment, food, water, and personnel, and angles to place the cameras for ideal shots. Another area that is seeing a boom are visual aids and sets. While you may know that Hollywood likes to use a lot of green screen to make epic-looking sequences, one thing that is changing is the use of massive electronic screens that wrap around a set. One of the first movies that used this extensively was Oblivion with Tom Cruise in 2013. However, since then, big productions like The Mandalorian have used the large screens to help envelop actors with a sense that they are actually in their environment on top of saving time on the back end of post-production special effects. This helps eliminate the need for green screen technology altogether for large swaths of the movie, saving time and money. Camera resolutions and screen pixelation have come to the point where the human eye cannot tell the difference when watching the finished product. Once principal photography is complete, the raw footage is sent to computer graphics specialists to add in details in the movies on top of video editors to chop up the footage into the final product. During the editing process, the editors will also adjust the scenes to match a particular color palette. While all of this is happening, there are also sound editors who are working hand in hand with the video editors to add sound effects. From here, directors will give their opinions of scenes and hand instructions to support editors or directors to make changes. Once these changes are made, a more finalized draft is sent to the music composer of the movie, where a musical score is placed into the timeline. Once the director feels comfortable with this draft, it is sent to executives at the movie studio to screen the movie. They will give their feedback for changes they believe will be better for an audience. Sometimes reshoots are required, costing studios millions of dollars, as was the case with Rogue One and Justice League. After several back and forths on this, the movie will be tested in front of a small showing of volunteers from the general public. Based on their feedback, the studio may decide to make changes or allow the current version to be released. From here, a special screening is arranged for movie critics to allow them to write about the movie in newspapers and websites, drumming up interest and giving the movie some free publicity. This is where you come in. Based on box office returns and audience ratings, studios may then decide to create sequels, as was the case with the John Wick series. What's your favorite part about the movie making process? Do you have aspirations to work in Hollywood? Let me know in the comment section below. This is Movie University, education in cinema.
Ok, ¿pudieron ver el video? ¿Se escuchaba?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, can you say me aspects about the video? ¿Qué encontraron interesante del video?
Pues, profe, toda la producción que tienen muchas personas para hacer los efectos y pues que todo lo planean para ejecutarlo con tiempo, entonces tienen como todo muy organizado.
Okay. How can you say that in English? ¿Cómo puedes decir eso en inglés? Like, um, ¿me puedes repetir otra vez en español y yo te pongo la transcripción aquí en inglés?
Que son muy organizados
¿Los productores?
los productores, sí.
Okay.
Son muy
The producers of the films are very
tienen
organized.
una grande producción,
¿Tienen qué?
tienen una grande producción, o sea, mucha gente detrás de eso.
Budget. A lot of budget.
Eh,
Budget. Ajá.
y que todo lo planean, o sea, se planea con tiempo.
And everything takes time. Okay. So, te voy a mandar en el chat, ¿vale?
Ok,
The producers of the films are very organized. Los productores de las películas son muy organizados. And they have a lot of budget. Quieren decir que tienen, digamos que, aparte de dinero, como maquinaria y producción para poder realizar o llevar a cabo. And everything takes time. Y todo lleva tiempo. ¿Ok? Así es como tú lo tienes que decir. ¿Me lo podrías leer, porfa?
ok, teacher. The producers
No,
of
no,
the
espera. The producers. Tú nunca dices de, sino o da. O dices da o di. But in this case it's the. So, the producers, continue,
the producers of the films
of the films.
are very
No, organized.
organized, and they, ¿cómo digo eso? They have a lot,
And
have a
they
lot.
have a lot.
Esa palabra no sé cómo pronunciarla, budget, pero no sé cómo
They
decirlo.
have a lot. First say they have a lot. Di primero, they have a lot.
They have a lot
Budget.
budget,
And everything takes time.
and everything,
No, everything.
everything,
Everything. Like everything, but everything.
everything takes time.
Takes.
Takes time.
Ok, otra vez. The producers of the films are very organized and they have a lot of budget. And everything takes time. Ok, otra vez.
The producers
The
of
producers.
the producers of
Producers. Producers.
producers
No, producers
producers
of the films.
of the films are very organized,
No, are very.
and they have a lot, ¿cómo fue que me dijiste que se dice
Budget.
eso? Budget. And everything,
Everything.
everything,
Everything.
everything. Time, ¿qué? Takes time.
Okay. But that's the proper way to say it, okay? es la manera apropiada para decirlo. Por eso te lo hice repetir varias veces para que lo tengas como más clara la pronunciación, porque a veces uno no sabe lo que quiere decir en inglés y pues digamos que se le dificulta un poco la pronunciación, ¿vale? So, voy a empezar con un poco de vocabulario, digamos, un poco más básico con ustedes hoy, ya que veo que, digamos
Teacher,
que,
one question.
ok, dime.
Teacher, which movie do you think has the most special effects? O sea, como cuál es tu película que crees que tiene más efectos?
¿En español o en inglés?
En las dos, profe, las dos.
No, 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 o sea, que hablo en español y lo hablo en inglés también.
¿Sí?
Ok, la que yo creo, venga a ver si entendí, que la película que yo creo que tiene más efectos especiales.
Yes, teacher.
Ok, I think that is... Voy a mandar aquí mientras les contesto para que se unan a este quizzes. Ahí en el chat le dan clic o se meten a la página y le meten este número que está aquí en la pantalla, ¿vale? So you have to go to quizzes and then if you can access to the link, you go to the quizzes page and you enter the number, okay? 34293 and 9. So teacher, which movie do you think has the most special effects? Okay, I think maybe Avatar, maybe somehow, um, let's say the science fiction movies such as Matrix, such as the movie of Leonardo DiCaprio that was about his dreams, Inception. So I think that those three maybe. I think science fiction in general, las películas de ciencia ficción en general, Avatar, Inception de Leonardo DiCaprio, eh, incluso Titanic también tenía muchos efectos, porque creo que se grabó fue solamente como en una piscina. Y en general la mayoría de las películas de hoy en día tienen mucha producción, mucha producción. De hecho hay unas que son grabadas en un solo estudio, y lo único que hacen es ponerles como una inteligencia artificial, les ponen una ropa con inteligencia artificial y lo único que hacen es con un programa, un software, ellos pueden representar las imágenes que ellos quieren que el espectador vea. Para eso hay que tener pues mucho dinero, obviamente, para poderlo hacer. Pero digamos que en el pasado uno de los pioneros en la música fue Michael Jackson con Thriller. Entonces Michael Jackson. Now we're going to right here, Michael Jackson Thriller. Thriller es uno de los, digamos, pioneros, incluso a pesar de que fue una canción, con efectos especiales, digamos, tan avanzados para su época. Entonces, digamos que en la música también, por eso cuando yo les hablaba en la semana pasada la conexión de la música eh, con el cine, porque tiene mucha conexión sobre en qué momento debe ir ambientada la canción, en qué escena y cuál es la trama para poder tener como una secuencia perfecta. ¿Ok? Todos están en el quizzes.
Yes, teacher.
Mm, sí, todos. Falta alguien, ¿no? Bueno, creo que sí, ya están todos. ¿Cuántos somos? Tres, seis. Ah, bueno, sí, es que conté a la otra persona. Ok. Ok. We're going to start. This is basic knowledge. So, voy a apagar el micrófono para que no se escuche el eco. Donde dice qué es, o sea, que dice qué es más bien cómo se dice. Se me fue como la traducía a español, entonces, pero es cómo se dice, ¿listo? O sea, cómo se dice esa palabra en inglés, ¿vale? Okay, congratulations, Miss Paula. Okay, you did a great job.
Vale.
Everything was perfect. Okay, so I noticed that you have a clear vocabulary, a basic one. Also, Darian Cuesta, Julian Prieto, Karen. I don't know what happened, Valentina. Uh, Valentina, can you say what happened? Valentina, I think. Laura Valentina Pinzón.
Señor, es que tengo el internet un poco lento.
Ok, tuviste problemas con varias. Um, espera. ¿Cuáles son las que tienen más dudas? Espera que aquí marca las preguntas. La 10, la 14 y la 15. La 4, la 10, la 14 y la 15. La 4, entrance, entrada, entrance. 4, la 10, distopía, a bad society. 14, science fiction, and historical fiction. Okay, don't worry. Now we're going to move because time flies, I think. ¿Pueden ver mi pantalla?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I hope you have a clear message about what we are going to work now. And now I want you to produce something. Like in this case, this was the class, the yesterday class. So cada uno tenía que escribir una posible historia que que podemos hacer para crear una película. Entonces, por ejemplo, the plot sería como la trama. The plot of this movie is going to be about serial killers. Esto fue lo que hicieron los chicos de ayer. The plot of the movie is going to be about serial killers. En la trama de la película va a ser acerca de asesinos seriales. A guy called Francis. Let me do this. A guy called Francis who was born in Bogotá decided to kill his mother. Un chico llamado Francis que nació en Bogotá decide matar a su mamá. El chico en la noche de su casa con su perro Carl, cuando decide ir a la cocina a medianoche porque una voz le estaba hablando a él. Cada intervención que se hizo lo hizo un compañero diferente. Entonces, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Vamos a crear una historia donde, por ejemplo, yo empiezo aquí, luego sigue Valentina, luego sigue Sonia, bueno, en fin. ¿Sí me hago entender?
Sí, señor.
Ok, pero entonces van a empezarla a hacer desde la pestaña 3, ¿ok? ¿Es claro? Desde la pestaña 3 en adelante. Entonces,
Yo una pregunta.
ujú,
¿Pero comenzamos desde cero o con las intervenciones que han hecho nuestros compañeros desde
no,
las...
no, desde cero,
Ok.
desde cero. Entonces, por decirlo así, uy, am, yo voy a empezar. The plot of this film, plot es trama. Lo pueden hacer en español y después lo pueden traducir al inglés. No sé si tengan acceso al traductor de Google. Más sin embargo, ese traductor no es tan confiable, entonces yo les voy a estar haciendo como modificaciones a su texto para ver ustedes que también están escribiendo, ¿vale? The plot of this film is about, entonces la trama de esta película is about um, a lost dog, un perro perdido. It was um, um, having fun in the park with his owner. Estaba teniendo diversión en el parque con su dueño. And, y de repente, y ahí ustedes van a seguir, ¿vale? ¿Sí me va a entender? Ok. So, les voy a compartir el link. Cualquier usuario lo puede editar, entonces ya saben, la pestaña 3 van a empezar a editar. Ok. Van a seguir editando acá. Esta es la secuencia. Entonces ya saben, la pestaña 3 del documento. Aquí abajo van a poner el que siga, no sé. Uno pone lo que sigue de esta historia. Otro va a seguir con otra parte de la historia y así. ¿Vale? Sí, chicos, si me hice entender.
Sí, señor.
Aquí voy a poner Let me see if we can share. Write a plot. Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Shayla here with Reedsy. Today we're going to be talking about plot twists. Writing a stellar plot twist is something a lot of writers aspire for, but it's not easy. An amazing plot twist can make a book. It can be the thing that readers never forget. It can be the thing that blows their minds, but at the same time, if a plot twist falls flat or is predictable, it can drag the entire book down with it. Plot twists, especially plot twists at the end of the book, or really radical, game-changing plot twists, kind of can make or break an entire story. So what is a plot twist? You probably know already, you've probably encountered plenty of them, but essentially it's a radical change that just completely upends our expectation of where the story was going. This can be anything from a dramatic and unexpected plot point, like an unexpected character death that completely shifts the chain of events,
Ah. Sorry, my mistake.
if a kind of can make or break an entire story. So what is a plot twist? You probably know already, you've probably encountered plenty of them, but essentially it's a radical change that just completely upends our expectation of where the story was going. This can be anything from a dramatic and unexpected plot point, like an unexpected character death that completely shifts the chain of events, or it could be a reveal that completely changes our perception of what the story was about or what was going on behind the scenes. You especially see plot twists in genres like thriller or horror, but they're present in pretty much every genre. A twist could be something like a character isn't who they seem, something that seemed unimportant turned out to be crucial, or the conflict wasn't what the protagonist even thought it was. Before we get into a couple tips, as a quick note, just so you know, I will be bringing in a couple examples, but I won't spoil anything in this video, so if you see me talking about a movie or a book that you plan to read, don't worry, I won't spoil anything, but I will leave a link in the description with over 70 examples of amazing plot twists that you can check out if you want more examples. So that said, let's get into some tips. The first tip is, if you really want to have a plot twist in your book, start brainstorming twists and then discard them. If it comes to mind quickly, it's probably too obvious. I won't say what book, but there's a book that it's actually known for its plot twist. Like, this is what people know the book for. It's actually also a movie. And I read this book, it was actually from a book club that I was in a long time ago. When I read the back jacket, I immediately guessed what the plot twist was. Like, it was that clear to me just from the summary. And for context, I'm not good at guessing plot twist. Normally, I will never see twist coming. I'm really not good at predicting plot twists. So if I predict the plot twist, then you know it's quite obvious. And I was completely right. That's exactly what the twist was. It felt like such an obvious outcome to me that I didn't even need to read the book to see that this is what the twist was going to be, because to me, it was the most obvious and inherent twist just from the book's concept. This is something you want to avoid. That's why a lot of the time the first ideas that come to mind need to be discarded, because they're probably also the first ideas that come to your reader's mind. The second tip is probably the most obvious one, and that's to use foreshadowing. We've got an entire video on foreshadowing with a bunch of different foreshadowing techniques that you can use, so I'll leave a link to that in the cards and in the description. But foreshadowing is key anytime your story upends the expected. Think of foreshadowing as a way to build credibility after the fact, so that when the reader looks back, they'll go, oh yeah, I should have seen that coming, that makes sense. The goal really with any plot twist is that as soon as the reader gets to the plot twist, they go, oh, I should have seen this coming, this is so obvious. But they didn't. That's really the ultimate goal, is for it to seem obvious in retrospect, but completely unpredictable up until that point. There's a really great twist at the end of the film Us by Jordan Peele. This is a horror movie. It's one of my favorite horror movies. I knew that there was a twist going into this movie. Friends I was watching it with told me, hey, this movie has a really good twist. So I was like, okay, I know there's a plot twist, and I've already seen a film by this director, so maybe I'll catch on. No, I did not see it coming at all. completely got me. And it was definitely that kind of magic combination of ingredients where as soon as I got to the plot twist, I looked back like, of course, and I started thinking of all the little details, and they all clicked together, and I was like, oh, that meant that, should have seen it from that. But I didn't see it in the moment because the film was smarter than me. But the reason that this twist works so well is because people didn't just throw in a curveball and then expect us to all be shocked. What he did was reveal the truth of the story he'd been telling all along. This really is, I think, often the key to a good plot twist. At the end of the movie, he didn't change the story. It was just our understanding of the story that changed. If you drastically change your story, it might not make sense. Sometimes it's not about changing the story, it's about changing either the reader or your protagonist's understanding of the story. The next tip is to subtly plant misdirection. Red herrings, aka something in the story that diverts the reader's attention, can work in conjunction with foreshadowing. However, you do have to be quite subtle and careful with this. Remember, when you're using a red herring, if the red herring is actually irrelevant to the plot, the reader will feel kind of cheated. A red herring can distract the reader from a plot twist, and it's a super valid technique in doing that, but if the red herring plays no role in the story other than being there as a distraction, it'll feel divisive and the reader might feel a little cheated. The red herring still needs to belong in the story and play a role other than misdirection, so that the reader is distracted by something that still should be there. Tip 4 is to stay logical. Of course, you can make the most wild, unbelievable plot twist possible if you completely forego logic. Plot twists are great, as long as they make sense. Like I said earlier, plot twists need to make sense in retrospect, and if you forego logic, this probably won't happen. Sometimes writers get so caught up in creating the wildest twist possible that they forget that the twist has to have logical consistency with the story. And along with that, you need to stay in character, even if the real version of the character is incongruous with the reader's perception of the character up until the plot point. Characters are often the vehicles for good plot twists. Someone in a story isn't who we thought they were, the love interest was actually the killer. Cool betrayals like that can make great plot twists. For example, the plot twist at the end of the first season of The Good Place is a great example of a plot twist that is really effective and also upends our perception of a certain character. But in order to pull off a plot twist like this, the reality of the character needs to be properly set up. If the character acts out of character just to make this plot twist work, it's probably not going to be very effective. All of the motivations still need to line up, even if they aren't what we thought they were initially. Tip 6 is to remember that payoff is just as important as setup. A lot of the time with plot twists, we talk so much about the setup that we kind of forget the payoff is just as important. If there isn't adequate consequence for the plot twist, it's going to fall flat after the initial reveal. Remember, a plot twist isn't just a moment. It's a sharp change in the story's direction, which means we need to actually see the effect of that change going forward. And then finally, tip number 7 is to elevate the unimportant. This is a fantastic technique, especially if you're writing a series and you have a lot of time for development. An object, a detailed piece of information in the story that seems very minor to the point that we're just not really going to think much of it, actually being crucial. There's a great example of this in the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. If you've read the series, you know what I'm referring to, where there's an object in the story that you really think is meaningless. You really don't think much of it, and then it's revealed at a certain point that this object is actually of great importance and has played great importance within the plotline up until this point. It's one of my favorite plot twists ever, but it's not something that I ever clocked as being important. It was just there. It all made so much sense as soon as we got to that reveal. So especially if you have a lot of time, if you've got multiple books, use these little details in book 1 to actually be really important details by the time you get to book 3, 4, 5. This is a great way to have long-term payoff in a series. So that's how to write a plot twist. What book or film or show or any piece of media has your favorite plot twist? Let me know in the comments without spoiling the twist for anyone who might be watching. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe.
Okay, guys. Okay. I think that was a good video, no? Don't you think that? What do you think about the video? It was helpful for you? ¿Le sirve de guía? Ok, vamos a ver qué estamos haciendo acá. The plot of the film is about a lost dog. He was having fun in the park with his owner, and suddenly a great green flash appeared in the sky. Then he got very scared when he sees that. Um, from one moment to another, the dog loses consciousness, and minutes later, upon waking up, he realizes that he is no longer in the park. Oh shit. Suddenly, he comes a little closer to him. Suddenly, cool. He comes a little closer to him. The only reaction he had was to scream and run. Okay. However, its owner didn't realize what was happening because he was taking on his cell phone. That was a good story. That is actually a good story. Let me see. Okay. I think that people are missing here. We're going to wait maybe for more people to finish this. Um, what do you think about this kind of exercises, people? ¿Qué opinan de este tipo de ejercicios? Hello.
Bueno, pues para mi parecer yo considero que uno, o bueno, para mí es mejorar un poco más el inglés o reforzarlo.
Okay. Anyone else that wants to say something? ¿Alguien más? Okay, don't worry. So, ¿quién falta por escribir aquí? Solamente escribieron 4 personas y somos, ¿qué? 3, 6, 7 personas somos, ¿cierto?
Falto
Tres.
yo, teacher, también. Ya estoy escribiendo.
Okay. However, it is on realize what's happening. Second on his cell phone. Okay. Los de la clase pasada sí escribieron hartísimo. Okay, try to go. Traten de extenderse un poquito. Traten de hablar un poquito, por lo menos, qué sé yo, 4 renglones cada persona. ¿Ok? Hello. Today I'm not having the participation that I used to have in other classes, but I think that is, I don't know, something strange. Okay, 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 okay. Por ejemplo, en la clase pasada ellos me dieron información acerca de quién era la persona, dónde nació, venía de una familia rica, un papá que era militar, em, una madre que era una diseñadora de modas, me dieron detalles de nombres de los abuelos, dónde creció, bajo qué contexto creció, su familia tenía buenos ingresos, no compartían mucho los fines de semana. El señor Manuel trabajaba por años en las Fuerzas Armadas. eh, Era una persona ruda. Siempre estaba fuera de la familia. Se había casado con doña Sofía, pero solamente por su belleza y no porque la amara. Ella era masoquista e interesada. Y ella le gustaba ser tratada mal por el marido y seguía con él, pensando en su futuro financiero. Francisco, de 6 años, comienza a tener problemas siendo capaz de comunicarse y es difícil para él expresar sus emociones. ¿Ven lo completo que es este? Da muchísimos detalles. Y después de eso, tiene un hermano gemelo que apareció y se supone que las intenciones de su hermano, no, él cree que cuáles son las intenciones de su hermano, cree que se van a conocer después de una bonita infancia. Francis comienza a sufrir un poco a poco desde que su madre tiene una enfermedad a la cual él tiene que sobreponerse solamente con su hijo, a pesar de la severidad de esta enfermedad. Algo importante acerca de la vida de Francis es que él cuando era niño, sus padres nunca lo dejaron salir de la casa y tiene cicatrices en todo su cuerpo. Se la pasó todo el tiempo en un parque jugando con sus amigos. Esto no era sospechoso si Francis era muy hiperactivo, pero siempre fue algo quieto. Bueno, este se contradice bastante, pero bueno, no importa. Por lo menos escribió bastante. Aquí, Francis tuvo una infancia muy normal. Era un chico que atendía a la escuela, pero era un poco asocial. Estaba inconforme con su contacto físico. No, inconforme no. Se sentía incómodo, perdón, con el contacto físico, con cualquiera que no fuera su mamá. Su papá se murió porque en las Fuerzas Armadas, donde él vivía, em, fueron cambiadas de lugar. Algo así dice eso. Ok, so. Okay. However, his owner didn't realize what was happening because he was taking on his cell phone. Okay, esto ya lo leí. He was talking to his wife because at home their daughter Emmy had also disappeared and they didn't understand what was happening and it started the chaos in the city. Okay. Okay. Going to put it like this. Okay. So you can continue this. For instance, trying to give a plot twist. Traten de darle un giro a las historias siempre. Eh, digamos, yo en una continuidad y de repente cambian todo. Entonces eso hace que mantengan como a la persona ahí pegada a la pantalla o al libro o lo que sea que estén haciendo en un plot. ¿Qué plot vendría a ser la trama? Eh, si se van a conectar tal vez mañana o esta semana, igualmente vamos a seguir trabajando con lo que son las tramas de las películas. Eh, no sé si alguno tiene preguntas. Hello. Someone has questions or something? No?
No, no es mucho.
Porque están tan callados, casi no hablan. Y necesitaba que hablaran bastante hoy, pero bueno. I think that is fine. So I think time is up. If you want to go, you're free to do it. I hope you have a good day and you continue to do so. Okay? Y espero que tengan un buen día y que sigan teniéndolo.